Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about the Sensory Profile 2. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the child, and I'll post that next to my screen, and then I'll also be going over my results as an adult and walking you through the adult assessment. But to start, the sensory profile is a standard assessment to be able to test like a child's sensory processing patterns, and then that gives you a better idea of like how to help them in school, whether they're going to be sensory overloaded in one area, making sure that you can account for that, and then ways to help with that in the future as they grow into adults too. The sensory profile 2 is for birth to 14 years old. The old one was up until 10 years old. The old one is still being used, but this one gives a little bit more information. It takes about 5 to 20 minutes to complete, depending if you're doing the short version or the long version. This is paper and pencil, just like regular pieces of paper. And it is made in English and Spanish, so this is a really good test if you have a Spanish speaker as well. I will be going over one child's example that is given on the Pearson website. I will put that link below in the comments. So just a little bit about it. You have 4 different quadrants. That's going to be your your seeking / seeker, your avoidant / avoider, your sensitivity / sensor, and then your registration and bystander. And this one is talking about Anna, and it's talking about how she is just like others in her seeking. She is much more than others in her avoiding. She is more than others in sensitivity, and much more than others than her bystanders. So as you can see, she's not going to be going out and she's not interested in seeking any sensory information. So I'm going to walk through her tests. So under the sensory section, Anna responds to sounds more than others. I can't see her particular questions on here, but I can see her results, and that'll give you a better idea of who Anna is and what this test is actually testing. Anna responds more to sounds than others. Anna responds to sights just like the majority of others. She responds to touch more than others. She responds to her body's position more than others. Let's see. She exhibits social emotional responses more than others. She pays attention to others around her just like the majority. And then I will put her regular scores up too, so you can see those as well, like her score summary. Now for the adult, I actually have this one printed off because we did this one in class, but it's going to be different sections, so it'll break it up. I'll also put a picture of this. It breaks it up with taste and smell, movement processing, visual processing, touch processing, activity level, and auditory processing. And once you go through those, you do the same thing as in the child version, where you say almost never, seldom, occasionally, frequently, and always, and it'll break it up saying I'm much more like the other, or I'm much more than others, or I'm just like the others. And once you put in where you check, then you move that into a quadrant grid, and then you type in the numbers, and then you add those up at the bottom. And after that, again, I will put up all these photos. You put it into a profile, like a quadrant profile. And for me, I am just like others on low registration. I'm just like others on sensory seeking. I am 1+ on sensory sensitive, and I am just like others on sensory avoiding. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. I will put pictures up of all these so it makes a little bit more sense as I'm talking through it.